Approaching Glenmorangie, you cannot fail to be amazed by its beauty. Such a wonderful building. I was so lucky to see this magnificent rainbow after a little bit of rain as I just arrived. This is the view from the car park. You walk down here to the distillery, and before we got there we actually saw the water source, which is absolutely incredible and not so much usually available to the public. This is the distillery shop that you can see there, obviously in orange, and here we have the fermentation tanks. Quite a lot of them, as you can see. We did look inside; they were bubbling away, but this is where the actual action really happens, where the stills are, and you can see the really long necks, as tall as a giraffe. It really is quite a sight to behold. And also having so many of them, it really gives you a scale of the output of Glenmorangie. But what makes it so good is that obviously Dr. Bill creates so many different expressions and can actually experiment with what he is doing at the distillery. This here is where the oyster beds actually are. So it's looking out here at the conservation area, where up to 20 million oysters are going to be introduced. The programme's already started, which is fascinating. And this is the Lighthouse, which we've been talking about. Really a great building, which you look back, this is looking back from the sea to it all, and you walk up the path, and you see the old original warehouses just there to the right hand side. But walking through the tunnel, you then come through and you see the lighthouse, and then some to where you get to the actual distillery. This is the shop just past there, and into the warehouses where we can see just untold amount of barrels. I don't know how much whiskey is actually held there, but it is obviously millions of litres, one would imagine. The casks just go on forever and ever and ever. The smell, as you can imagine, is absolutely magical inside. I really enjoyed seeing them. It really gave a great idea of the actual venue. And I think this was just some whiskey ready for a tasting, not me, because I was driving, unfortunately. The problem of being by yourself. But we can see some staves there from the cask, which if you're on the tour, I presume you will see. And that's sort of the level of charring which the barrels have. Into the shop, such an amazing array of Glenmorangie. It was really quite incredible. I just wish I'd actually had a wallet full of money to buy some. You might recognise this one, do let me know if you do. This is my actual favourite, which I've actually bought a couple of bottles of, by the Japanese artist Azumo Mikato, which I'm so happy with. What an amazing visit, you must go.